Listen, it's time to end Roman Reigns as undisputed champion. Enough is enough, and there are so many reasons why his run as champ has passed his expiration date. Roman Reigns is said to defend the undisputed championship at Crown Jewel against LA Knight, but a recent report indicates he won't be working at Survivor Series. This makes it highly likely that he won't defend the belt until the Royal Rumble, another ridiculous time without a title defense. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at why it's time for WWE to end Roman's reign. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new website, Wrestlelamia.com. Roman Reigns has been world champion for nearly 3.5 years, and so far there appears to be no end in sight for his title reign. Is this good for business? Well, as we'll see, there are many reasons why it's bad for the WWE, and not to mention its superstars. An early success. Has Roman's current reign as champion been a complete failure? Well, absolutely not. But the longer it's gone on, the more harm it's done to the WWE and its wrestlers than any benefits it's created for Roman and the bloodline. Roman's initial heel turn was well received and well executed as he aligned himself with the brilliant Paul Heyman and eventually coerced his cousins Jey and Jimmy Uso in aligning with him. Roman's first year as champion was an example of how to rehabilitate a group of wrestlers through a strong storyline. And of course, mentioning Roman's rehabilitation, he went from the most blandest babyface and needed a much needed coat of fresh paint. WWE executed it brilliantly as they finally listened. But not only did Roman need a fresh coat of paint, so did the Usos. The Bloodline success was obvious from crowd reactions, ticket sales and merch sales, but the WWE had clearly made the right choice in turning Roman heel and giving him a solid run as champion. It invested time in putting him over and things paid off as Roman became a better talker and, to a less extent, a much better wrestler, although maybe his heel turn hid his shortcomings. Is Roman Reigns a draw without a championship? Roman Reigns is enjoying a mega push, but how would he do without his world championship? Would he still be the major draw fans think he is? If not, why is the WWE keeping the belt on him? What's the WWE's endgame, and why is it essential that Roman keep the belt around his waist even as his appearances become more and more rare? Even rare to the fact that his match at Crown Jewel this Saturday will be his last match of 2023, or at least that's what's been reported from Ringside News, which states Ringside News was told by a tenured member of the creative team that unless something changes, Crown Jewel on November 4th will be the last time Roman Reigns will wrestle in 2023. He has one match against LA Knight, and he won't wrestle again until 2024. But as much as the WWE's building Reigns up as the greatest wrestler in the modern era, it's a baseless claim. As we'll see, Roman has done little to fulfill the traditional roles of a world champion. They can boast about his many accolades, most of which are a work, but if he doesn't fulfill a champion's role, his laurels are meaningless, as the WWE loses its perspective. As Reigns continued his run with the Universal Championship, the WWE has begun to lose sight of what a world champion's role is. It's to sell tickets, increase ratings, build up a champion's prestige, and to put over opponents. You can argue that Reigns moved the needle with tickets and ratings, but he's done little to elevate the World Championship or his opponents. Let's look at some examples. First, the ratings and merchandise. When it comes to ticket sales and ratings, the conventional wisdom is that Roman has helped raise ratings on SmackDown and the WWE's PLEs. Some Roman supporters believed he was instrumental in the WWE's record revenue. His merch has sold well, and at one point, Bloodline merchandise was a top seller. However, just how much has Reigns increased the ratings and ticket sales? The WWE is a strong product for the last year and a half. As for WWE's overall revenue, how much of their success is due to the demand for live events after the pandemic and the overall success of WWE over the last year and a half? As fans have seen, Roman's limited schedule means he rarely appears at house shows and his PLE schedule is much more limited. If Roman plays such a big role in WWE's success, why are they doing so well when he doesn't appear? He's also failed to elevate the championship. A long run with the championship is a good way to elevate both a wrestler and a title. Where things fall apart was when the WWE had Roman unify his Universal Championship with the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 38. It was classic hotshot booking, and the end result was that the WWE deprived the fans of Raw of seeing World Championship matches. SmackDown fans fared a little better after Roman negotiated an even more limited schedule. While fans have heard about possible scenarios for Roman dropping his title or splitting up the Universal and WWE Championship, nothing has come about. Instead, the WWE had to create a new World Championship in order to give fans on Raw just even a chance to see a World Champion. This was unnecessary, and it devalued the new championship as it looked like a consolation prize for Raw. We can see Roman hasn't elevated the championship, so what about elevating his opponents? One of the traditional roles of a world champion was to elevate opponents, either by losing to them or making them look strong in defeat. And you guys think of many, or any for that matter, wrestlers Roman has elevated during his long run? He certainly buried wrestlers, such as when he pinned both Edge and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 37, but have any of Roman's opponents emerged looking stronger than before they even wrestled him? Does the WWE have any plans who will take the belt off him? It's hard to believe, as the company has many good opportunities for a wrestler to dethrone him. It's understandable that the WWE wanted to elevate Reigns by giving him a lengthy championship, but after he unified the two world titles, the promotion should have chosen an opponent to dethrone him, whether it was Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle, Sami Zayn Elimination Chamber, or arguably Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39. One thing's for sure, WWE is treading on thin ice. Even if the WWE finally picks a winner, it'll probably be at WrestleMania. If so, the WWE is pushing its luck. One of the biggest dangers with Reigns' extended championship is the chance that he'll get injured or have a relapse of his leukemia, which we hope would never happen. But if Reigns is incapacitated for a lengthy period, how will WWE handle things? What if he can't return to wrestling? The WWE will have ruined the opportunity for Roman to pass the torch simply because it thought a long reign is all that's necessary to establish a legacy. Or has his title reign been meaningless? Roman's title reign has become meaningless due to its longevity and Reigns' inability to fulfill any of the roles of a world champion. The WWE can keep the title around his waist for the next 5 years and he'll still pale in comparison to the many champions who preceded him. The worst thing yet is that in order for Roman Reigns to even pass Hulk Hogan's World Championship reign, he will have to have the belt at WrestleMania 40. We believe in all essence that WWE will keep the belt around him until WrestleMania 40, as they want him at least in the top 1 or 2 of the longest reigning world champions of all time. Has he become convoluted? We've already examined the many reasons why Roman's reign needs to end, but there is another. One of the biggest reasons Reigns should drop the title is that his matches have become convoluted. Reigns is a fearsome looking opponent and he's been depicted that way ever since he debuted with the Shield. However, the way he retains his title defies believability. As we pointed out many times, his matches are predictable thanks to Roman relying on the same bag of tricks of low blows, referee bumps, and of course, outside interference from the bloodline. Here the problem is that WWE doesn't know how to think outside the box, which is why Roman's matches have become very predictable. So how do they make the right decision? Well, the WWE have a chance to solve its Roman Reigns problem by putting the belt on LA Knight at Crown Jewel. As heavily unlikely as that seems, it would give Roman time off and give the WWE time to determine Roman's next role in the WWE. However, it's unlikely to happen, and the longer Roman wears the belt, arguably the less it will mean when he finally drops it, as fans have just been sick of the reign, and many fans may have turned away from the product at that time. Do you guys agree with WWE ending Roman's title reign? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.